Okay, it's got hooks on both sides of it, so that's good. Alright, that's the ultimate goal up there on the hill, the green tank. But for now, okay, the current plan, and it changes daily. That's my nice little reservoir here. The current plan is to come from the tank, go left down the slope, and then across the field. I'll probably put a riser in the corner over there and a riser like here, like right on there somewhere, you know, with a hose fitting, and the hose will just connect to the trailer. So if I pump water into the green tank, I could put the green tank just about anywhere, I think, but maybe in here would be best. I think in here is probably a good idea. Put the green tank here and then turn the pump on down there, fill this tank up, and I'm gonna buy another pump that will pump from this green tank into the riser and then up to the tank. It'll have a float switch on it, so once it gets full, it'll pump down. This pump will be designed to flow faster than the one downstairs, so that way I only have to turn the one downstairs on once, and then as this green tank fills up, it'll pump down up into the upper green tank. I think that's supposed to be 2,500 gallons, which is probably a winter or more. That's the exciting thing that I need to have happen, and it's on the top of the to-do list. So I'm gonna bring the tank up close, and then I think I'll clear this area right here. Be a good spot for it, I think, kind of hidden. Maybe point it perpendicular to the trailer. So I just need to clear this out. So a little excavator work. Alright, tank's coming up. Oh, I moved the generator off to the left, and it's like every foot I move it away from the trailer, the quieter it gets. But it was, you know, the exhaust was bouncing off the shed here earlier, so I swapped that out real quick. Haven't turned it on in its new spot, but I got a feeling it's going to need some insulation, some dirt around it. All right. Shower water. Here we go. What I'm thinking all of a sudden is back up, go around, and just pull it all the way up to here somewhere, and then I can maneuver it with the excavator. Guess you guys will just see it. I'll fast forward till I get to about there. Looky there, there's a tank. Don't know if I can use it for water, but we're going to give it a shot. The bad thing about having a terrible memory, I was a sailor for about 10 years, and I'm very familiar with the bowline, which is a knot you can untie. And I get a feeling it did not do it here. If I can undo it, oh, I did. It's coming loose. I got part of it right. That ain't coming off there with fingers. Alright, now what? Now. What now? There's one spider. That's relatively clean. If I'm just using it as a transfer tank, maybe if I could put a drain in the bottom of it and just use it whenever we're filling the big tank. I don't know. What next? I think it's to the store to get some hose bib to hose bib fittings and see how far I can get up here. See how much hose I have. Well, there is one more thing I need to do today. My burn barrel does not breathe. It needs holes. So it's either get the drill out and work my way up to a 1/2 inch or something, or we do have one of these, which I think I might just give a shot. It puts safety glasses on. Two holes for the price of one. I think I'm gonna get my earplugs. That was loud. I don't know if you recorded the first one, but you can see that. Looks like some didn't make it through. Huh. I can't see any dents on the inside, but there's dents on the outside. How does that make sense? Okay, right there. That's a dent, it looks like. Oh well. Maybe the bullet didn't get through on a couple of them. I just kind of noticed this. I am probably wrong, but that's probably madrone coming up on the side of this hill, which would be awesome to help hold it in place. Alright, now here's my water line. I rerouted it. I think I'm just going to slide down this hill. Oh God, what do I need? A hammer again? I think so. Rope and probably that crowbar. I'll be back. Update on my bowline knot. That was definitely not a bowline, but because it was pretending to be kind of a bowline, I actually was able to get it loose with my fingers. So just attempt to make a bowline and it might work in the long run. Alright, downhill should be a lot easier than uphill. Before I left the house, I torch these and put some tape on all the ends. There's a lot of rope. Nicole had thousands and thousands of feet of rope. And this one doesn't have it because I put a knot in there I couldn't get out and had to cut it. So that needs melting again. Alright, let's see how much. I think I have enough. See how many fittings I'm going to need. Alright, back from the store. Fast forward through this. Alright, we're on the hillside. Alright, this water line is not going to be connected to the large tank on top of the hill. So if we have a couple of small leaks, drips, that's only going to cost an extra minute of the well pump running to fill the tank. The first time I went over this, I lifted it over the truck. That time I didn't, but trust me, that'll still flow all the water we need. All right, I think it's time to turn this thing on and go check it out. That one's not mine. Alright, there's one of mine. Doesn't look to be leaky. Alright, let's get to the top of the hill and see if we're pumping water up there, if it's just deadheaded. Alright, moment of truth. Holy bald-headed eagles. Not only do we have flow, we got a lot of it. Well, the well is 300 feet deep, the pump's 270 feet deep, and right now the water level is just a foot or two below the surface. So if the well draws down 200 feet, that's 200 more feet it's got to pump to get to this level. So anyway, we will find out. We're getting closer. This is really good news. What I need to do now is bring up my 55-gallon drum, fill it up. I don't want this to get too full. It's going to get too heavy to tip over and clean out. But this is good news. I'm just going to flood the area on the well for a little bit. Got enough water in there. Success! And it's getting later and I'm tired, so I'm going to carry on with this project tomorrow. But that's a real good find. Dang. See, now I'm wondering, nothing's leaking. It's got to get a little interesting because I don't want that tank, like if it's connected at the bottom and the well pumps off and there's a break in this line anywhere in this 800 feet or whatever it is. I know it's about 300 feet from the corner of the trailer over to that corner and then up to the tank. So yeah, it's at least 800 feet. Well, maybe not, because we did go straight across and over and down. Anyway, I don't want the bottom of that storage tank connected to the long hose going all the way from the well, because if there's a failure, and we already saw one leak, it's just going to drain that tank. Anyway, that's got to be figured out. There's something interesting. Or I could run that line to the top of that tank. I thought of that before. It's probably how it should go. I think that might not need a second pump here. Interesting. Alright, we'll keep moving forward.